Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. We are just cruising through this week, and I pray that it's been a good one for you. And I want to welcome you to yet another edition of 5 Minutes with Phil. And I appreciate you joining me here today. Now, this morning, I want to take a look at a scripture that talks a little bit about our friendships. Our friendships. Um, I I've heard the phrase, and I think there's some truth to it. Show me your friends, I will show you your future. And so I think there's a lot to be said about the impact of the people that we keep closest to us. Look at Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 12. Here's what it says: the one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of three strands is not quickly broken. So here in Ecclesiastes, we have this we have this saying where if you have three strands of cord and they're woven together to make one rope, okay, it's hard to break that because there's so much strength in the combined force of all three of those cords together. Um, First of all, I want to talk to you out there who feel that you are supposed to be a lone ranger, that you don't need friends, you don't need friendships. That's not true. That's not how God's wired you. God has wired you to be in community with other believers. If you're a follower of Jesus Christ, then an essential part of your walk with God is connecting with other followers of Jesus Christ. And perfectly, God has designed, in this day and age, we have the local church to accomplish that. And hopefully that's what takes place. It's wise for you and for me to have good quality friendships that can strengthen us spiritually, that can encourage us spiritually. That's a real big deal. But I also want to talk to the people who maybe are not so careful about the people that they keep close to them. And I talk about this a lot in my Sunday services. Um, what you need to make sure you have are people who encourage you spiritually, people who encourage you and not discourage your walk with God. Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong as a follower of Jesus Christ. I'm not saying it's wrong to be friends with somebody who's not a Christian. In fact, I think we all need friendships with people that don't know Jesus yet. But that's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is, who do you keep closest to you? And let me just say that just because somebody calls themselves a Christian does not mean that that is a healthy relationship for you. I've seen people who call themselves Christians, but they're just tremendous gossips, or they constantly put everybody down, or they have some issue that instead of that being something they want prayer for, it's actually something they embrace, and other people kind of follow suit. And those aren't the kind of friendships that you need. I really want to challenge you to evaluate the people whom you keep closest to you. Do they encourage you spiritually? Do they encourage you to follow Jesus more closely? I would challenge you that if the answer to that is no, then pursue friendships that do that. I'm not saying get rid of all your friends unless they're affecting you negatively. If they're affecting you negatively, you need to put them more at arm's reach. But as a follower of Jesus, you need to be in community with people that will follow Jesus with you. All right? All right. Pray about that today. Okay. Gotta let you go. My time is up. Love you. Thanks for joining me. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.